right, I'm here at the Mexican Heritage Plaza in San Jose, California. So, little bit about what is probate. Again, I'm not an attorney. I don't give legal advice. I'm a special education teacher. I'm also a property specialist or a realtor here in California. So one thing I want to make sure that I can be clear about is the best thing you can do is speak with an estate planning attorney and plan for the inevitable. If you've built up an estate with a home and investments and retirement accounts, please go speak to an estate planning attorney. If you have kids and you don't have a house or you don't have other assets, still speak to an estate planning attorney. There's a lot to avoid by making sure you have a plan for the inevitable, whether it happens 50 years from now or it happens 5 years from now or tomorrow. Always good to have a plan. So what I'm talking about is I want your estate and your family to avoid having to go through probate court. So probate court, several different things that happen with probate court is there's conservatorships and guardianships. So conservatorships are for adults who need care and can't take care of themselves, either their personal self or their estate and their other matters. And then there's guardianship of minors. So when somebody's parents pass away or are incapable of taking care of them, then a guardian would go to court to take that opportunity. The other part of this is if you own a home or you own other assets that are over a certain amount. Now the laws change from year to year. So last year I think it was over 182,000. I know there was something on the books to have that change again. Talk to your estate planning attorney, but there's a certain amount. So after that certain amount, and if you die with just a will, which you want to happen to your estate, or you die with estate planning in place, or you die without a will, the branch umbrella court that takes care of those matters after someone passes away and they have an estate to administer to their heirs, to whoever the person that died stated or did not state, goes through. First thing is, again, if you have a will, your estate will have to go through probate. If you only have a will, I should say, that estate will go through probate process. That means that there's a judge in place, several other supporting attorneys in place that are looking at the will and laying out what needs to happen, and that has to go through somebody taking charge of, usually they're stated in the will, called an executor. And then also they take care of issues that if there was no will, or if there was an invalid will, or the will was lost, or the trust was lost, then again it goes back to the judge. Someone starts the process, usually as a petitioner will petition the court to say, hey, my such and such has passed away. They've named me as the executor of the estate in the will. Here's the will. You'll attach the will and go through the process that way. If there's no will, no written information, or no valid will, then somebody's gonna petition to become an administrator of the estate. And that means basically they're saying, I'm the best person to go through this process. I was the oldest of 3 siblings. I'm gonna petition to do this. I'm responsible. I can take care of making sure that whatever the court decides will happen and transpire. All the creditors will be notified. From the state tax board to county tax board and everybody else that the decedent may have owed money to. So again, the probate process will go through a certain process, so there's time that's built in to slow things down so creditors can get their money, so that heirs will be split out evenly or however the state is decided or the will is laid out. And if anybody objects, it gives people a chance to object. If there's a sibling that no one knew about, a half sister or half brother, they have a chance to object to what's been happening, or somebody that is already identified that doesn't like what's happening can object. Slow the process down a bit, take time to really look at the situation, and the judge is going to call it. They really, there are rules, there are probate rules, but in the end, the judge really gets to decide based on what he thinks or she thinks. In this case right now, I think the court is female judges at the moment, but so she can decide what is fair given the results and the advice that she gets from the probate attorney that sits with her in the chambers, in the court, and then also from the other attorneys that are kind of behind the scenes, looking at each case and providing notes and following through on whatever investigations need to happen with the public administrator. So again, I said a short video, but I really want to explain what probate is and kind of how things follow. Please, any feedback, let me know. I'm trying to grow this and make sure that people can either avoid their estate having to go through probate and their family doing that, or if they have to go through probate, I'm really working on building a team to make sure they have everybody they need, from securing the property, cleaning out the property, to the best attorneys that are going to make sure that no mistakes are made, and as fast, as smoothly as possible, getting through probate, because again, it's designed to be a sticky process. So again, there's attorneys that are really good at navigating the space and showing up and representing you. So again, any feedback you have, let me know.